The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pirates pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pulverized the Braves 11-0. The Brewers sent 3 balls into the seats as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-4. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-3. Jake Arrieta got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, helping the Cubs down the Dodgers 5-1. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Nationals allowed 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-1. Jenmar Gomez got the W and now has 5 this year, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 4-3. The Giants pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-0. The Padres pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-0. Marcus Stroman collected the victory in his 12th win as Toronto took care of the Rays 4-2. He is among the AL leaders in wins.
From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. R.A. Dickey gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Gregory Polanco strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The Pirates, the left fielder number 25, Gregory Polanco.
First pitch of the night is over for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m.
First pitch,
EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And here's Clint Hurdle's starting lineup for the Pirates in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's a top talent when it comes to speed, and so far this year he leads the senior circuit in stolen bases. I look for him to make an impact on this game with his legs.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, these guys arguably have the most enjoyable second baseman to watch in the entire game. Brandon Phillips makes acrobatic plays, things that you don't think are humanly possible. Nothing gets by him. He's got range that's out of this world. Quick first step, real soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Dickey looks in. Here it is on 0-1. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead. Andrew McCutchen will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Andrew
This guy just
McCutchen.
keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And a 2-0 knuckleball. Why not? 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer.
Number 16.
Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jung Ho Kang is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes a called strike 2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the pitch... Chad Cole, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ender Inciarte is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Under this one is Harrison, and he's got it for the first out. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte brings with him. He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Matt Kemp will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Drilled to first. Josso gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail 1-0. Josh Harrison will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2. Danny Swanson will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Swanson.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Nick Markakis will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
On the move is Polanco. 1 away. Colin Walsh
Batting
is
sixth,
in to take his first
third
swings here
baseman,
with the runner still at
Colin
first and one away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit-and-run play such a gamble. You can see right here on Show Track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Fastball, and that ran in and drilled him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best
Batting
way to make a
seventh,
team pay for hitting it
catcher,
is to come around and
Kurt
score. Let's see what they can do.
Kurt Suzuki will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And here's a ball hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. And foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail this one 1-0. Gregory Polanco will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Striding into the box, R.A. Dickey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Phillips. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
And it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. The second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch is outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Matt Kemp stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Andrew McCutchen is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Jung Ho Gong in now.
Third baseman,
he went
number
down
16.
looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. You've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a dive, but he's back in. In there, strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Josh Harrison. Stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Francisco Cervelli will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Cervelli.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Dickey comes set. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another one sent foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Kemp. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Jordy Mercer gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Pirates move in front now 4-1.
Well, he made a pretty nice comeback and looked like he was on the verge of working out of this inning unscored upon, but he made one final mistake here. It's going to cost him 3 runs after all.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
This is nothing more than a lack of concentration out there. No doubt he's still worked up about the 3-run shot he gave up to the last batter. Now he doesn't have his head on straight, leaves one out over the plate, and It cost him another home run.
Now some action in the Braves
left fielder,
bullpen
number
as they'll stand up a
25,
right-hander to get loose.
Gregory
Here's Gregory
Polanco.
Polanco. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And for whatever the reason, he's really fallen off the rails here in the 4th.
And it looks to me like he's looking very tentative out there as well. And that's usually the kiss of death for a starting pitcher. You've got to go right at guys.
Suzuki there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So leading off the inning, Danny Swanson.
Leading
And
off
they'll
for the
need him to
Braves here
get
in the
something
4th.
going here.
Well, you know, they've
shortstop,
fallen behind by quite
Danny
a bit in the early going here,
Swanson.
so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. He'll throw down to first. 1 away.
Yeah, a nice
right
job
fielder,
behind the
number
plate.
22.
He wants it
Nick
low, so he's got a good
Markakis.
idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Nick Markakis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Polanco has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for
At the
Atlanta,
plate, Colin
third
Walsh.
baseman,
As the switch hitter will take his cuts
Walsh.
left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Aaron
attention,
Blair
please.
is going to take
Now
over here in
pitching for
inning
the
number
Braves,
5 as it's going to be up to
number
their
36,
bullpen to try and keep them in the
Aaron
game here.
Blair.
Starling Marte will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. In now, Josh Harrison. He flew out in his last at-bat. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Arodys Vizcaíno will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Your attention,
Juan
please.
Nicasio is
Now
on
pitching
out of
for
the
the
bullpen
Pirates.
now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading off in the
Striding in to start the 9th, Nick Markakis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. They're starting with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. On the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
First pitch on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Slack hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now third base coach Bo Porter's going to wave him on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet, as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now the 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. Cervelli scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. First baseman, number 2. Big guy. Look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Jace Peterson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Jace Peterson.
They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball
Here
game.
now is